No,
No, because it has to pick where it's black to demarcate from the white background. So with
I try to
you
find
here,
the background. So we are live on Facebook.
Because it has to pick where it's black to demarcate from the white background. So with you here.
So we are live.
Because it has to pick where it's black to demarcate from the white background. So you here.
So hi, Dr. Fidelis. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, Keith. Thank you so much. Glad to be here as usual for
Oh,
another
yeah.
important discussion on ABS SMS solutions.
What a pleasure it is always to have you and to continue this journey of creating awareness of ABS SMS and ensuring that we are doing our best to get the product out to the end users. So once more, ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of ABS SMS, a school management system, a product of ABS Solutions, designed to track, organize, and manage school operations and activities efficiently to earn you the return on your investment so that you can achieve a time value of your money. And we're here to walk you through an overview of what we call the SM academic module, so ABS SMS 102. And it is a pleasure to have you, Dr. Fidelis, again to demonstrate that why we have our audience, come back to us with any questions that they might have.
It'll be a pleasure, Kate. So what do you want me to do?
So I would like you to share your screen. Start by sharing your screen so you would.
Okay. Here we go.
Awesome. Great. So on your web browser, so I'd like us to point us to the direction where you have ABS SMS on your web browser. Thank you very much. There you have it. So that's the website, abssms.net. And click into the admin module. That's where you're going to log in as an administrator. Great. So that is the interface to logging into the system as an administrator. So you would need an account to log in at this point. So can you bring us to the point where you're already logged in into the system in order to save time?
Yes, we do have one here.
All right, awesome. So as you can point us to the right-hand corner, top corner, where it's the admin login. Great. So that is you being logged in as an admin into the system.
Yes.
So today we are going to be focusing on the SM academic.
So you want me to go to the SM academic?
Correct. In the SM academic module.
Here.
Correct.
And I see
academic. So in the drop down, you can see a couple of sub menus. So I'd like you to run down them and read them one by one, please.
So I see a dashboard, class section, subjects, timetable, attendance, student leaves, study materials, homework, notice board, events, and live classes.
Awesome. So where I'd like you to focus our attention is in the dashboard, in the SM academic dashboard.
All right, so here we're SM academic and here's a dashboard. I'm going to click on that.
Dashboard. Yes. So now this brings us to the dashboard for the school. Again, I always like to bring your attention to the current session. We're looking at 2020, 2021 is our current session. That is the academic year. So that is a drop down as well that you'll see it on every page. And you always want to make sure that you're looking in the correct academic session. Okay, so for this case, we are looking at 2020, 2021, which is correct. So in the SM academic module, you have a couple of sections. You have class sections, you have subjects, you have attendance, study materials, homework, notice board, and events. So, as in the academic operations, these are what you would do as an admin. If you want to add classes into the system or subjects into the system that you offer, this is where you're able to go in and do so. And attendance, if you want to monitor attendance of students or teachers, this is the section where you will be going to do all of that. Study materials, if you want to view study materials or add study materials for the school as an administration, as an administrator rather, this is where you would go to do all of that. And then the homework section, also if you want to assign homework. So basically, the administrator could do things as well that a teacher could do, or someone who is assigned to do so can also have the read and write access into this section. So I'd like you to click into, pick one, whichever that you're interested in, and click into it so we can take a deep dive into it.
Let's look at, as an admin, I want to know the sections that I have in the classes.
Okay, so you can click right into class sections. So that brings you to where you would see from the classes that you have, from 1 right up to upper 6th, right?
Yes.
Correct. So on the second column, number of sections, you see that?
Yes, I see that.
So it tells you Form 1 has how many sections?
So in this case, Form 1 in Clue Memorial for 2020-2021 has 4 sections right
Correct.
here.
So what that simply means is it goes from either Form 1A right up to AD, probably. Yeah, so if you click into manage,
Okay, so we can manage that and
exactly, you could definitely manage that when you click into it, and you can look at the defaults. You can see the section labeled A, B, C.
yeah,
All
A,
of that.
B, C, D.
Correct.
All right, so if I may interject here, it is like the way you design it. In this case, you were reflecting some of the ways the schools were designed or were structured back home, where you have
Absolutely.
a form, like a Form 1, and then you have an A class, a B class, a C class,
Correct.
and then the teachers that are assigned to those classes, we can see them here. With the
Correct.
number of students in each class, you can see them. Am I correct?
Absolutely. And you can take actions right there. If you want to add a new section, you could do it right there as
All
an
right, right,
administrator.
clicking on the action button. Do you want me to do that?
I mean, if you would love to do that, yes. Go ahead. Not necessarily the action button, but the edit button on the
Edit,
underneath.
all right, this edit right here. Okay, so you can edit now by adding students, like if you are an admin and you have new students admitted into that class,
Correct.
you can now go in there and add them. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
So if I may add here, so one thing that stands out clear is the fact that as the school administrator, say we are a few weeks or months before the school year resumes or starts, I can just look at this and have a snapshot at any time on how the classes are filling in, say for Form 1, right? Like
Right.
in this case, you have 4 classes, but you're now filling in the A class. And maybe down the road, you can start filling the B class and C class, and you just have a snapshot of what is going on. Is that correct, Keith?
Absolutely. And again, look at it like from a general standpoint of you going through your, what we call it, the record, the log book, right? You
Yes.
would normally, the old-fashioned way is having a log book where you would enter all of this information manually, you know, and then you'll be flipping back and forth pages to find stuff. Maybe you have some labels on a big file, but now this system just brings you right there. It gives you information that digitally everything has been synced, that you can access all of that information in one place just by a click of a button.
Interesting. All
So if you
right.
could take us out of there, I mean,